In D2L, you can have Dropboxes send grades and links to the feedback you supplied to students to the course gradebook. In this way, students can review grades and feedback on work they submitted to Dropboxes directly in their grade report alongside the rest of their grades. Here, I'll show you how to quickly create a corresponding and connected gradebook item for a Dropbox, as well as link a Dropbox to an existing gradebook item. Here I have a Dropbox for a writing assignment. I may or may not have it also installed in a content module, and if I did, I could also connect it to the gradebook there. In either place, it does the same thing. Here, I'll click the drop-down menu caret next to the Dropbox's name and choose Edit Folder. In the Dropbox editor, I see a place where I can enter a simple grade score. Right now it says ungraded. It's under the heading Grade Out Of. So I'm going to click on that, and immediately some additional options open here on the right. But for now, I can simply enter in a grade score. Let's say 12 points. And if I just do nothing else, I click Save and Close or Save at the bottom of the screen. We'll say Save and Close. D2L creates a corresponding gradebook item worth 12 points for this Dropbox. So I go to the Grades tool, and in my Enter Grade screen, it happens to be the only thing I've got in this gradebook. Here it is, automatically created. So I could reasonably stop here, just by entering a score in the Dropbox editor and saving this Dropbox. I've automatically created a corresponding and connected grade item in the gradebook with the same name as the Dropbox. Okay, but how about a few variations on this? That's where this drop-down menu in the editor comes in handy. So on this Dropbox, I'll click Edit Folder on the drop-down menu. And let's say I'll put in a score of 8 points. And perhaps in this case, I do not want this to appear in the gradebook. So I can click the drop-down menu caret and choose Not in Gradebook. This can be helpful for things like pretests or other diagnostic assessments that provide feedback to students but do not impact their final grade. I'll still be able to give students a score out of here in the Dropbox and provide them with text feedback on their work. Click Save and Close, and that's all set up. Or perhaps I don't want a new grade item for my Dropbox over in the gradebook, but instead wish to link the Dropbox to a grade item that's already in the gradebook. Perhaps I'm one of those folks who builds my gradebook early in the course design process, and I add all the items and categories over in the gradebook first. And in this case, I have 3 assignments set up that are not connected to anything, and I'd like to now connect them to corresponding Dropboxes. So I'll go to the Dropbox area, click the drop-down menu caret next to the first one, choose Edit Folder, and I'll put in my grade. But instead of just leaving this as is, I'll click the drop-down menu caret and choose Edit or Link to Existing. And this shows again the default that it would create a new grade item in the gradebook with the same name as the Dropbox. In this case, I'm going to choose Link to Existing Grade Item. And then from this drop-down menu caret, it'll show me any and all grade items that are still not attached to Dropbox's discussions or quizzes in D2L. And so in this case, I can find the corresponding one for this Dropbox and choose it, click OK, click Save and Close, and it's all set up. And as before, whenever you connect a Dropbox to a gradebook item, you're going to see this little icon that you can hover over, and it'll tell you the name of the grade item that it's connected to here in the Dropbox area. And if I go over to Grades, and I go to Manage Grades, I will also see under the Association column that this is attached to a Dropbox. And if I click on this little icon, it'll tell me which Dropbox it's attached to. Now, in this Dropbox, when I create and publish feedback and grade scores for my students after they've submitted their work, These will be passed on to the gradebook, where that information appears to students in their individual grade report.